Hi guys, my name is Ayomiko and you're welcome back to my channel. Oh, it's been a while and I just thought to come on here and tell you what has been happening in my life lately. So in the past few weeks, I have been planning a particular campaign. I'm not going to be mentioning it in exact context so that my video does not get flagged by YouTube. However, it was a RAPE awareness campaign, and it just became necessary because in my primary place of assignment I get to see about 10 cases reported every week, and it just made me pause and think, if this number of cases are reported every week, what about the ones that go unreported? And just because of one reason or the other, because get to hear how persons feel like they'll be stigmatized if they report it, and all that. It also made me think, if this number of cases are reported, then how many girls or how many children have not yet been victims of this issue? So it became a burden in my heart, and I remember praying so much about it because I was so concerned, and I knew that I just needed to do something. I knew that I wanted to do something, lend my voice in a particular way. So after praying, the campaign became a thing, and I reached out to a few persons, because one thing about burdens is that when they are laid in your heart, you can either act on it or ignore it. So there'll be burdens, but you have the will, the choice. God is not going to force you into doing anything. That's why it's very necessary for you to know that whatever you want to do, whatever you're acting upon, if you're acting upon it, it is actually what God wants you to do. And it was such a big deal for me. I remember reaching out to a few persons because I didn't want to do it alone. I knew that I could not do it alone. I reached out to a few ministries, Ministry of Women Affairs, Health, and SAC, Sexual Awareness Referral Center in MAKURDI, Ministry of Justice too, just to see how we can all come together and create awareness, sensitize the people, not just the girl child, also the boys, the parents and guardians, because I just strongly felt like all hands have to be on deck. Everybody has a part to play in ensuring that this thing is reduced. I wanted us to emphasize on the signs to watch out for, the things that can be done, the response. Okay, it has happened. What then do you do? Who do you talk to? Because a lot of persons are living with that stigma. It has happened to them some 20, 25 years ago when they were children, and it's not something that they seem to forget about, or they can forget about. It's a trauma that the survivor has to carry for the rest of their lives, and this is a very sensitive topic. So that's why I try as much as I can to be very careful when I'm talking about this subject, so that I don't get emotional, right? And I noticed a particular trend, how that the survivors say, oh, mostly the minors, the children, they'll talk about how the perpetrator told them, if they tell anybody, this will happen to them. I think I will cut out that part so that again this video does not get flagged, because some of these things are against the rules. Yeah, so there was a need to just reach out to people and let them know, okay, we need to stay woke. These are the things we need to do to protect our children, to ensure a safer environment, a better future for them, and also the parents, because in 2025 there are still children that cannot talk to their parents. There's still children that are scared to talk to their parents, they can't talk to them. And then this thing is not something that just happens in a day. It happens, and then the child starts to exhibit some signs that they didn't used to exhibit before. You see a sharp child suddenly become withdrawn, and altogether all of the signs to watch out for. How that there's a need to be very, very attentive, to ensure that we intentionally reduce this crime. And I don't even want to hear, I hate to hear anybody say, oh, it's because of their dressing, it's because of what the survivor was wearing. Really? So you would ask what a 5-year old or a 7-year old must have been wearing to make her a victim. And yeah, that is the what. But basically, that's what I have been doing. I like to say that silence strengthens the perpetrator and not the victim. That is why there's a need for us to speak up. You don't have to wait for it to happen to you or someone around you, your niece or anybody around you. for you to actually speak up, for you to actually take the matter seriously. It does not have to happen to you. And that's one of the problems that we have as a people. It does not concern, most times people do not are not concerned about things when it does not happen to them. And it's not supposed to be so, right? Yeah, so that's aside. Now, well, one of the challenges I want to just talk about, the whole campaign thing generally, and then at the end of this video, I would just show you a highlight from the campaign. Yeah, one of the challenges that I faced was raising funds. I had a picture in my head, I had a picture in my mind. I really wanted to reach a large audience, and that really required funding, serious funding. Yeah, so funding was an issue, and I had to, just at some point calm down. But then I also faced another challenge that I faced was disappointment. Oh my god, last minute disappointment, last minute things not going as planned, that almost made us cancel the campaign. Almost made us cancel the campaign. By all of this, the experience has been humbling. Oh my god. Proverbs 3, verse 5 to 6 says, Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways, acknowledge Him and He will direct your path. So, I'm saying to somebody here today, if there is something God has laid in your heart that looks really, really, really big, difficult, and you're thinking, oh, how am I going to do this? I want you to know that with vision comes provision, and if you trust Him, He would lead you in every step. At the end of the day, I said humbling because I had to just come to the point where I knew that it might actually just be one person that needed to hear the message, and at the end of the day, it just really is about that. It might just be one person. So I wanted to be reminded not to shift my focus from the original plan and intent of God, yeah, for the campaign, so that at the end of the day, I do not take the glory that belongs to God. Yeah, the campaign went well to the glory of God. I said earlier that I'm going to attach the video of the highlights at the end of the day, and that pretty much sums up what I've been doing in the past few weeks. Yeah, so cheers to doing it. Cheers to doing that thing that you want to do, that thing that God has laid in your heart. Thank you very much for watching today's video. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and turn on your bell so you'll be notified whenever I post a new video. Till my next video, don't go anywhere. Enjoy the highlights of the campaign. Bye.